Greetings, dear Aries. Welcome to Tifa's Tarot, and I hope you're doing well wherever you are in the world. And today we're going to go ahead and take a peek at your tarot forecast for Scorpio season. We are in the midst of Scorpio season. I think it started on October 23rd. It lasts about a month until November 22nd. And just keeping in mind the collective energy of Scorpio, like Scorpio energy is very intense. It's a water sign, and it's also a fixed water sign in its modality. So that creates an energy where there is a lot of emotional intensity, a lot of very powerful assertion, okay? And more importantly, Scorpio season is all about really transforming ourselves, right? On a soul level. So it's about that deep introspection and deciding, what are we doing? Why are we here? And how do we get to where we would like to go to? Okay. So like just listening to yourself on a deep soul level. And so this reading is going to be Scorpio themed, and I'll share a little bit about that later. But first, let's set the intention for you, Aries, that this is for you. If you have Aries, it's in your sun, your moon, or your rising. Then it's my sincerest intention that this reading may resonate with you in some capacity, and that you're able to receive these messages and apply them to your own life, always and only for your highest good. Let's get into it, Aries, okay? Our first question is looking at the depths, okay? Now, this is what lies beneath the surface of you, Aries. What are some hidden desires or emotions, or perhaps what are some truths that you just simply are not acknowledging, right? They are unspoken at this time. So let's go ahead and see what's beneath the surface for Aries. Show me what is beneath the surface for Aries. Show me what is beneath the surface for Aries. You've got the 9 of Wands. That's that wounded warrior. That's being a little bit exhausted. That's trying and being like, this shit again. You've got the 8 of Swords. That's blockages. Are they self-imposed, or are they from extenuating circumstances? And you've got the 4 of Pentacles. So you've got some tough energy here, Aries, honestly. Okay. Let's talk about it. So the depths of you, I think that there's a certain way in how your life is traversing where you really just feel tired, right? That 9 of Wands is honestly just feeling like you have to keep going, right? It's like you're almost there, like keep going, keep going. But if you look at the card, you notice like the energy of this young lady is a bit like weary. Like she shows up. It's like you go to work every day. Let's say you have a job and maybe the job is not that fulfilling, but you show up, you're there. You're there. But at the same time, you're just like, I have to do this again. Okay. And so I feel like the difficult part of that is that you don't see a way out of it. You would like to have another reality, but the 8 of Swords is there's something that you're either being blocked or locked away from really like envisioning. Now, this could be a self-imposed restriction, or this could be something that's coming outside of you. But there's something here where you feel a little bit powerless to kind of change your situation in a sense. And I don't think that this is something you readily tell people. I think that you are very like coy about this part of yourself, because maybe you don't want to ask for assistance, or you just kind of like hold back. Like you might see this as a weakness to be able to tell your closest confidants that you don't feel that great about where you are in life, and you like to do something else, and you feel blocked and you feel stuck. But it's like you're keeping it all in, right? Because that 4 of Pentacles is honestly just like this, it's like you have this desire to want to share, but there's something in you where you're being a little bit stingy with your energy. So you keep your cards very close to your chest so that people don't know what Aries is going through. They don't know how sick and tired you are. On the outside, you're all like, ha ha ha, he, a key. You know, but you struggle with feeling lost. You struggle with feeling blocked, and just things are not moving in the way that you would like, and you're not telling nobody. So that's what's hidden, and that's something that you're just not acknowledging, right? I don't know, Aries, but that's what I got. All right, our second card is looking at the release. Okay, so what needs to be shed, let go of, eliminated from your life, what's no longer serving you. And this could be something as simple as a job or a relationship or maybe a belief system or just a pattern of thought, right? What needs to be shed or let go for Aries? Show me what needs to be shed or let go for our dear Aries. Okay. So you've got the Hierophant. Okay. Hierophant. Okay, you've got the Knight of Swords. Hierophant, I always call that the marriage card, but it doesn't necessarily have to be that. Hierophant really just represents institutions, higher education. You got the Seven of Swords. It's in the reverse. That might be significant, but let's discuss. Now, this is a relationship, and I mean a committed one, like one that like you're locked in to this partnership. Now, this is a relationship. I'm feeling that wherever it's going, because Knight of Swords is all about active. It's being very active, is action oriented about what's on your mind, like going towards that. Okay, and then the Seven of Swords in the reverse, it's more about like getting out of this sneaky energy. Okay, so I don't know if you've been a bad Aries and you're just out here creeping with other people, like, and you just like having these impulses, right? Because if you talk about that Knight of Swords, the Knight of Swords thinks about what it wants and it goes towards it. The Hierophant is a commitment. Seven of Swords is cheating. Seven of Swords in reverse is perhaps trying to rectify that. Okay. And maybe it's been a process. It hasn't been easy for you to change your ways in some way. Now, it doesn't have to be about that either. I'm going to give you another scenario of what this combination of cards could be. This could also be saying that it's very probable, now keeping in mind that the Hierophant is about a higher education, it's about conformity, it's about learning, it's about taking the traditional guided path towards an objective, okay? And this is like the impromptu, this is the impulsivity of your nature, okay? And are you self-sabotaging? Because this could be something where like you need to stay the straight and narrow, and you are just going with what you want to do, and it's just not really helping you, okay? Because the Seven of Swords in the reverse is something that I think you do realize that you need to let go of this very tricky, deceitful energy here, okay? Because you could be self-sabotaging yourself. Self-sabotaging. I didn't need to put yourself in it. Okay. So that's what I'm getting in your position for release. But let's go ahead and look at the Phoenix. This is our third card that we're pulling. Now, this is looking at how you can embrace transformation, keeping in mind that Scorpio season is all about us looking deep within ourselves and seeing what kind of energy, like how can we transform? What is a renewal or a rebirth that we can go under? And how can you utilize this particular season to transform? Okay. Not all of us will be able to, not all of us care to do so, but I feel like if you're watching tarot, you probably are a fairly intuitive person. So let's see for you, Aries, how you can embrace transformations. All right. Let go. Let go of Nine of Swords is being anxious, is having some paranoia attached, is having some depression, okay? It's easy to be like, well, just don't be depressed. It's not about that. It's about addressing that depression and trying to find ways in which you can come out of that so that you can just be like more vibrant or more productive, okay? And I do know that this is something that's really within you to do. This is a decision that you make. You decide to either stay stuck or you decide to move. The choice is yours, all right? Two of Swords is all about making that decision. It's making a decision. It's compromising with yourself in some degree. And the Ace of Wands, now we have this in the reverse. Now, this could be you wasting a lot of energy in something, wasting a lot of time and energy on things that, on fun things that kind of like deplete you in some way. Okay. And I think that the way that you really get energy is by addressing any anxiety, paranoia, depression that you have, and making a very active choice to do that, and not to be led solely by your desires. All right. That's what I got. Now, finally, we're looking at the light within. So, what is the strength or gift that is emerging within you? And, or what we can say, like, what's awakening within you at this time? What is awakening within you, dear Aries, at this time? What is awakening with Aries? Okay, you've got the 10 of Pentacles. Great money card here. Legacy money coming in. Okay, you've got the 2 of Pentacles. And then you've got the King of Swords. I think King of Swords is very like intellectually, high vibrationally intelligent signal. And I think that when you have a very like powerful and strong mind. So I think that when you think, when you rationalize logically about the things that you do, I do see that there's something here about you prioritizing your responsibilities in some ways, like maybe a little less fun and a little more time and managing things that like you keeping things in balance here. Okay. And then with this 10 of Pentacles, now this 10 of Pentacles is absolutely like big money. This is inheritances. This is you being able to basically retire in some ways. But when I think about it, it's like just like leaving a legacy and being able to just have more than enough. Okay. That's what I think about with that. But these things are all possible when you have a clear, healthy mind. And that is what the King of Swords is telling you. All right. That's what I got for you, Aries. If this was helpful and this resonated with you in any way, please do comment, like, and subscribe for additional content. My name is Tifa. I do tarot. If you like the way that I do tarot and you like your own personal reading, I do provide those. And you can find more information in the description below. I hope you have a beautiful day, Aries. Take care. Bye.